welcome back to my channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Titas of Pageantry, and for this episode, I'm going to be giving you updates of day 8 of my special coverage of Miss Universe 2021. So please make sure you stick around. Please subscribe to the channel as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant fix. Okay, so yes, we are now on day 8, and like what I mentioned yesterday in my previous episode, styling-wise, this episode is going to be promising. It's going to lift our spirits, but I will talk more about that later on. So like what we have been seeing these past few days, Israel is really pushing for tourism, and they're bringing these girls to a lot of their tourist spots. So for day 8, they also had groups that visited various tourist spots in Eilat, and one of the most exciting ones were the group who went to the underwater observatory. Now I know I interchanged the Red Sea from the Dead Sea yesterday. It was supposed to be Dead Sea because this time around they went to the Red Sea, which had more aquatic life. And if it were me covering the event there, if I was maybe a contestant, I don't know, or maybe part of the chaperone group, I would have really enjoyed going to the underwater observatory. I thought that was really fun. There was also another group who had photo shoots taken at the airport, so it had more of a vintage feel going on. The rehearsals are significant because now we get to see a little bit of the choreography. We always wait for the taped lines whenever they would do their rehearsals, so now we have a glimpse of what the actual stage would look like, as they also released photos of the construction as well as the LED lighting that will be used for the final show. Now another update for you is about the judges. Now I didn't get to mention this before, but now that everything is settled, now that they have announced the roster of judges who will be present at the finals of Miss Universe, yes, we now have confirmation that Adriana Lima will be a judge at this edition. And you know, the amazing, the most beautiful, the youngest, most beautiful woman who has won the most number of titles. Of course, if you are in the loop, you of course know Urvashi Rautela, Miss India 2015. She competed with Pia Wurtzbeck. She is a character. We have confirmation that she will go back to Miss Universe as a judge, and I know a lot of people are asking, why, Tita? She didn't even make the cut. Okay, but you know Urvashi. Everybody knows Urvashi. That means that she has a name recall. But what you don't understand, guys, is that Bollywood is huge, even bigger than Hollywood, and Urvashi is already an established star in Bollywood. So you could just imagine the market reach of an Urvashi Rautela going back to Miss Universe. So, you know, over the years, she has done a lot of endorsements, she has done a lot of movies, a lot of, you know, entertainment things. So I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why they have her on board is because, you know, it's going to generate a lot of buzz. And apart from that, you know, the market is really precious. She has millions of followers, so it would really make sense to bring in celebrities. The same way our very own Marian Rivera was brought in as a panel of judge for this edition. Again, I know a lot of you will be questioning why Marian Rivera, and I think the most that I could share with you is, sorry, my cat is in heat. My cats are in heat. But the most that I could share with you, of course, is that Marian is really very active in Smile Train, one of the partner organizations of Miss Universe. I'm also going to mention about the format. They also posted the format for this year. Actually, I'm not too keen on format changes. I mean, it's not something that I really look into. But yes, apparently they're going to bring this one back to top 16. They're going to choose the ladies for top 15, and then one slot will be allotted for the fan vote. Now, what does this mean? Well, I guess it's pretty obvious. They won't be doing a continental grouping anymore, so it's free for all. Will Beya have a big chance at, you know, securing one of the slots? I think so. I mean, even if, you know, her competition this time around is very low-key, I think she still has the qualities to make it to top 16. And apart from that, you know, it's always powerful to have, you know, Filipino judges in the judging panel. And even if you have the likes of Urvashi or Adriana Lima, who would probably, of course, root for Brazil, we have two on the panel. We have Patrick Starr, famous makeup artist, and of course Marian Rivera. So, if she would do really well at the prelims and, go on to the finals with two of the Filipino judges there, I have no doubt that she could enter easily. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see. Now I want to give you my standouts, and I'm pretty excited about my standouts for this evening because, these aren't the usual names that come up whenever I give them to you. Of course, there are still my favorites, but yeah, we have new names here, and my number one standout from day 8 was actually Miss Thailand, Angeli Scott Chemis. I've been really waiting for Thailand to step it up. I mean, I'm not so sure really as to where her styling direction is going or where she is in the competition. Maybe she has her own thing. She has her own coverage of herself, but this time around I saw her more mingling with the ladies, and there are more materials of her that are just styling photos. So now we have more photos of her in Eilat, enjoying the view, enjoying the surroundings. So yeah, for Miss Thailand, she had a number of activities for day 8. She was involved in a number of interviews, and then she later changed to, a more comfortable casual wear. So we got to see at least more facets of Angeli. I also will be adding my standout list, Miss Puerto Rico this time. I'm so glad that she put her hair up. I'm so glad that we got to see that beautiful body. She has been covered a lot in Eilat, also with her hair, that lioness mane, or that lion mane, but this time around she put her hair up in a bun. She was in a really body con dress in peach, I think, and I thought it would look really nice on her skin, and we could really see that beautiful physique of hers. I would also like to add Miss Japan, Juri Watanabe. She was one of the earliest ladies to arrive in Israel, and I really like her vibe. She doesn't seem to me as, one of those really timid Japanese contestants. Juri Watanabe for me is just someone, so fun. She's involved, and she also has been releasing her own pasabog. So every now and then she would release photo shoots, and I like the direction. It's very light, and it's very beauty queen like, and she seems really approachable. So yeah, she's on my list. Of course, my number 4 spot will be allotted to my favorite in the competition. I think it's no surprise to everyone that Spain is my favorite this time around. And she did not disappoint. I mean, there's no bad day for this woman. She slays every day, and the photos and videos that I will be showing you are just photos and videos taken of her at, the balcony or the terrace side of the hotel, and even so, gosh, she still looked really, really pretty. And I am happy to announce that I took notice of Miss Cameroon. She was involved in a photo shoot. I think they're doing another tribute to beauty queens, Miss Universe of the 1960s, because she was worked on by Muba, and the styling was just very vintage. It was very 1960s. It actually reminded me of our very own Miss Gloria Diaz, and she had her big hair, but I could not help but notice her face. She reminded me of Skelly Ivy. Remember her from Biliran during Rabia's time? She had that beautiful, small face with, lots of forehead. So yeah, I really like Miss Cameroon. And my number 6 slot for my standouts from day 8, this will have to be Miss Namibia. If you remember, we went looking for Miss Namibia because she wasn't supposed to enter Israel after all of that travel ban thing going on, but she is now settled, and we're seeing a lot of her. Her skin is luminous, it's so pantay, and the jawline, and I like that she's also prepared. I mean, she also has pasabogs here and there, so it's not just the Philippines, it's not just Thailand. Even the African ladies have photo shoots, have moving editorial, so it was really nice to stumble upon her. She was, and there are also other ladies that I noticed that I wish I could see more of, and these are of course Miss Kazakhstan. Miss Kazakhstan was mentioned by Beya, Luigi, and her roommate Nandita when they had this live session. They were saying that she was really tall. So oh, there's the Mr. Balut guy. So yeah, she's really tall, and I saw her photos, and yeah, very promising. And I would also like to see more of Miss Finland. I came across her Instagram feed, and I wondered why we haven't really, zeroed in on her. She's blonde, she's beautiful, and by the looks of it, in terms of styling, she seems to be really very current, like really very now. So yeah, more of Miss Finland this time around. Now let's go to our very own Beya Luigi Gomez. Now, she didn't have a lot of exposure from day 8, but that's fine. The photos that we got to see from day 8 is just enough to restore our faith in her fight at Miss Universe and restore our faith in her styling. Now, the ensemble that she wore, it was really very simple. If you come to think of it, it was a jumpsuit, but it was in chartreuse, my most favorite color. If you know me on Titas of Pageantry, then yes, I talk about chartreuse all the time. And this was a beautiful jumpsuit that was designed by Nat Manilag, and it was nice because they sharpened her makeup and they made her hair again stick straight. It was very Pocahontas. I think a lot of us were singing Colors of the Wind because I posted this on Instagram. I posted the lyrics, and people immediately got the peg, got the reference. And I really liked that she had colorful earrings on. She was wearing Farah Abu earrings in teal. I think this one is called Perhata. So yeah, very simple, but if this is the direction that Beya is heading, I think she's in a pretty good place in terms of styling, a lot better than for the first few days that we've come to follow her here at Miss Universe. So there you go, guys. I'm keeping it short and sweet and simple this evening, but I will definitely see you tomorrow. Goodbye.